Alright, what's going on guys? It's Rest. In this video, I want to talk about some more additional info on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. As you know, we got our gameplay reveal trailer yesterday, and if you want to see a reaction to that, be sure to go check it out on my channel. I reacted to it. It's very, very hype, and I honestly would definitely recommend looking into it more. But for this video, I want to talk about a little bit more information that we've gotten and kind of go over the trailer a little bit frame by frame and talk about everything that we can see. But starting off, obviously, coming March 25th, 2022, we now have an official release date. Mark your calendars, take off work, because it is time. It is finally gonna be here, and I'm super excited. But getting down here, we actually do have some exclusive gear that you can get. This is on their website, by the way, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. All you have to do is just subscribe to their newsletter and authenticate your shift account and log in with it, and you can get this really sick armor the day the game launches. This does say an armor pattern right here, so I'm not 100% sure. I think this is just going to be like a cosmetic style thing. It's not going to actually be the armor you wear, or if there isn't any armor in the game, which they've already confirmed there is going to be like certain types of armor pieces in the game. This maybe just goes over it like a cosmetic, and plus you also get a banner icon if you do this as well, which is really cool. So I would recommend going over and do that. Now we actually did get some more pictures down here as well. This one right here is a very cool looking picture. As you see, it's just in some like castle, like it looks like you're in some sort of like fungus jungle, which is really cool. There's a chest right there, what looks to be some form of iridium, a little box. This is gonna obviously have like money in it. Then we have another pirate themed looking area. Clearly there's water around, there's a bunch of just weird structures, and a bunch of weird houses and stuff. Very elevated, really cool. And there's like the little pirate thing right there. Over here we have another picture of a really cool, I'm assuming this is a boss or like an evil character. This could be a teammate. Who knows? Obviously anything could happen with this game, but she does look really cool, and maybe she'll teach you how to like cast some spells or something. And then over here we just have the same old picture that we've had for a while. But now what's pretty cool is there's also going to be a treasure trove right here that you can buy. Now the game is not included, as you see right here, but this does include like a bunch of cool little things. Have like butt stallion, probably some like artwork and stuff, a map, which is really cool, some cards. I actually might end up buying this. And then also, if you go over here like to the chaotic great edition, this does confirm that there is going to be a season pass, includes the butt stallion pack and 4 post-launch content drops, which is really cool. So not only we're getting a full game that's pretty much the next Borderlands game, we're also going to have a season pass for it as well to get more DLC drops. I'm sure there'll also be live service things just like Borderlands 3. Plus, you also get this really cool armor pack for pre-ordering. And if you get this on top of the other one for sign up for that newsletter, it's really cool. Also, a quick little plug real quick. If you do plan on buying some Epic Games, you can use my creator code Rest Assured. It helps support this channel out, but just know you watching this and maybe even dropping a little like is way more than enough. But if you do go the extra mile, I really do appreciate it. All right, so I'm over here on the trailer now, and I'm going to kind of just pause it every now and then and kind of talk about what's going on. Obviously at 2K Games, Gearbox software game. So right here, we're going into some form of castle. Clearly it's being like overtaken by some evil right here, and just really cool scenery. It's nothing really too impactful right there. We have a little rainbow right here, which is cool. It seems like we've gotten into the castle at this point, because obviously you see the background is still on fire and everything. But just really cool scenery so far of this. Now we're in another little beach theme area that might correlate to that other picture I was talking about earlier. Obviously we have some little houses on fire right here, a flaming skull that's being thrown, it seems, from the pirate ship. I don't know if they're like shooting at us or not, but they possibly could be. A skeleton right here that again is in this same area. Then a skeleton puts on his little head, and everything's starting to rise up from the dead right here, which is really cool. And if you saw, there's something in the background right there. It's some like base looking object. I don't know, maybe this is what's making them come back to life, which is really cool. Actually, now it's more like some like cube looking thing. Next, then we see the Dragon Lord for the first time, which is really cool. And obviously now we have bunkers and badasses, Tiny Tina's game, the whole theme of the game that we're playing. We have some really cool armor sets right here, and if I'm not mistaken, I think this armor set right here, the red one, is the one you get for the 2K letter thing, signing up for it. I'm not 100% sure, but as you see, there's different classes. You have an orc right here, you have just like a normal looking dude, you have some elf looking girl over here, and another female character right here. Really cool. Like I said, the armor sets look dope. I'm super excited that in Borderlands now, like the armor is going to be like impactful, I guess, compared to just having guns and stuff all the time. But as you see, there's a shark, a I don't even, some weird looking shark thing. But now we have a Vladoff gun, and as you saw, he did use a little spell right here. He took his little finger and casted some like explosion spell, which is cool. And like obviously, weapons are coming back. This seems like Borderlands 3 manufacturers are going to be in the game. Now we have a doll pistol with some crossbow on it, and a lot of people are speculating that the crossbow is an attachment that you can put on a gun. I don't know about that 100%. I mean, maybe that'd be a really, really cool thing, but this also could just be the gun has like a crossbow barrel on it and it does some specific thing. But either way would be really cool. And you're fighting some giant fish dude right here with a sword looking thing. I don't know, the enemies look crazy, and I'm super excited to see all the crazy things that they come up with. But you see, he pulls a little across the back, and if you zoom out, you have a chest over here, which is really, really cool. And then you're just in some like snowy environment. Now we actually have a sword, and as you see, it actually does some like combo on it. The first one comes up and the second one comes up. The sword looks really, really cool. Leave a like if you're going to be a sword main. You're going to really, really focus on sword attacks and everything. There's also a barrel right here too that is clearly a shock barrel, so it's pretty much confirms that the elements are going to come back as well. Obviously, I don't know all the elements that are coming back, but shock is 100% going to be there. This could mean they're going to be like shielded enemies and everything. Another cute, cool little scenery right here. There's some like purple stuff on the ground. It could be like iridium, I'm not 100% sure, but clearly a doll pistol with a blade on it. Next shot right here is another like tentacle area. Again, more purple iridium. This is a Vladoff weapon right here with the crossbow attachment on it. Again, it could be an attachment, it could just be something that comes on it. But yeah, and some cool like little like cactus looking things. Going into the next scene, we have a gigantic skeleton. I don't even know like what on earth that skeleton could have been in. Maybe that's foreshadowing something that we're gonna fight later in this area. Again, more iridium-esque things coming out of it. There's some like little contraption over here too. And as you see, there's some railways over here on the right. So this is clearly going to be like an elevated area that we can get to. And this seems to also be like another doll weapon, it kind of looks like. Now we have a crab that has a pirate chip on him as its shell, which is really cool. And now we have our little guy right here that's just dancing, being all cute. But then inner world, a dead well, which is not cute. Another little castle looking area with some veins. Then we have our wyverns right here, or wyverns, however you want to say it, in a little cave looking area. Then we have some more magic. This literally looks like rack attack on Flak. Like you see a little rat came out and it went up and kind of made him, it was like a little singularity. But this is also clearly a COV weapon, could be bandit, but again, it has another crossbow attachment on it. And there's also like a little 20-sided dice up there too, which is cool. I don't know what that is going to do. But then another spell, he basically turns this shark thing into this little ghost, which looks like a little skag, and just floats away. I don't know if that's like a Tom-based thing or if that's a thing like, it's just going to stay there forever. Then also some boss right here with a TDR weapon with some other attachment looking thing on it. Like obviously there was a crossbow on one of them. This looks more like a mage, like spell cast type thing, which is really, really cool. Then we have some like goblin, a quick little like very quick little shot of some like goblin-esque thing. There's a little goblin right there too with a weapon that clearly resembles COV. Really, really cool. Lots of guns. As we already knew, guns were coming. I'm pretty sure they've already confirmed that like the engine they used in Borderlands 3 is just going to be in this game, but like probably better, and there are also going to be more guns as well. Plus you also have the addition of magic swords and bows and stuff. Then we have another attachment looking S thing. This is clearly like a Torg assault rifle, which could be why it's explosive, but this does have like a crossbow on it. This could be shooting like explosive crossbow bolts out, which is cool. Then some like ghost skeleton thing. Right here you freeze some wyverns, and it kind of looks like phase grasp in a sense. So like I clearly like had some inspiration from the other Borderlands games, but as you see, there's some like spell aura up here, so maybe anything that comes in that freezes, which is really, really cool. Then again, now we have a mage type thing again, but what's really interesting is that if this is the same character before, she's clearly using a gun. So when she's doing this little cast right here, she actually takes her gun away and has both hands doing spells. So this could be some like extremely powerful spell that you can do, which is really, really cool. And then if you look really closely, there is a legendary that comes out of that enemy right there. So obviously legendary stuff's in the game. This is a very funny scene. It's just a soda can that is making a little river, which is cool. This is what I'm pretty sure they're calling like the overworld area. As you see, there's a 20-sided dice in Dungeons and Dragons. Like typically, you know, obviously if you're going from area to area, you have to go through like your traveling nights or whatever you want to call it, and you know, and stay in the woods, stuff like that. I think this is what this area is going to be like, the place that you just go from area to area, because obviously you have a sign right here talking about where you can go. And you know, there's also chest here, which is really, really cool. You get some form of gold, and then right here, Mount Crawl. Obviously you can go in there. This could be a reference to Cromarax, which is really, really cool. And I think this is like what this area is going to be. You kind of just get down into your little smaller figure and kind of travel around. Maybe it's like a really, really like different way to fast travel. But then as you start here, Goblin Hut, we've seen these in pictures before, but then obviously the really cool armor, which is nice. Then some like fungus creatures, which is cool. Another chest, another like blue cactus thing. Now it's not green. Those look terrifying. Another shot right here, it looks like some like desert temple, which is really, really cool. Really, really cool reload animation. I think that it looks like a shotgun. This is the person in that other picture. I'm pretty sure it could just be a different enemy, but you know, really, really cool no matter the less. Now we have you know, a chest that turns into like a little creature. Then dragon breathing fire. Then right here we have like a third person animation thing where he's like, you know, whirlwind, you know, just with the axe. Really, really cool. I don't think there's going to be third person in the game. I mean, it would be cool if there's an option, but this is kind of, I think this is going to kind of be like, you know how Mara has face slam. This is going to be somewhat like an action skill, or maybe some like specific type of weapon that lets you do this. And you go in third person. Another spell right there, he kind of like raises the ground up and does a lot of fire damage. Again, kind of reminds me of Fracture on Amara, but in a spell form. To become a hero, again, that was another like little like blood explosion-esque thing. I'm just assuming the red is blood, and it seems to open some portal up right there too, which is cool. Then boom, he slams some like gigantic camera down, which is really cool. And I think was he in first person there for a second and then went to third person? Yeah, he was. Yeah, so clearly like whatever, like that's some form of like skill you can take probably, and you go in third person, which is really cool. Join a party, obviously, you know, we're gonna be having, you know, 4-player co-op. There was a person shooting some like shadow bow right there, so I don't know if that's like another action skill as thing. Clearly some cool looking guy over here with the gigantic sword, which is nice. I really, really love the theme that they have going for this. I'm super excited for it. Another hammer smash that we saw earlier. You know, the ghost bow thing shooting the gigantic shark jumping on them. Then obviously another legendary right here, which is cool. Then some other loot, and you see a sword actually dropped. It's really cool. It's really, really cool to see that. Then the loot, Mr. Torg, obviously our favorite, is playing the loot right here. Gotta love it. Bunch of legendaries coming out. You know, there's some swords, some sabers, some guns right here. It's super, super cool. And I'm pretty sure like scrolls are also going to be like a thing that comes out as well. Another orc dude right here. Honestly, I don't know if this is an evil guy or if this is a friendly. Obviously, they kind of make it seem like it's kind of an evil guy, but I think this is actually a good person, or as in you, like you're the player. I think you're the player in this, because this is the banner that I'm pretty sure that like they're talking about getting, and I think this is just an orc that somebody chosen plus some armor set. I'm pretty sure this is an actual player just like emoting instead of an actual evil person, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to wait and see. Raining down some form of spell again right here. This is a Jacob's weapon, it seems like, with another crossbow attachment on it. This it doesn't really resemble much from the Borderlands games action skill wise. You kind of just like raining down a bunch of gigantic meteors, but that is obviously a thing in games like this. Blood Stallion looking a little like weird right here, but obviously still looks really, really cool. A gigantic dragon, rocket right here. Boom, he throws some form of hammer, Thor's hammer. Oh, and he literally brings it back, so this could 100% be like a legendary right here, which is really, really cool. Another clearly boss looking guy. Then we have our characters right here again that I'm sure we'll get to know a lot about. Typhon de Leon's in the back right there. It has a little poster up. And yeah, and you know, rolling for initiative out here. And then yeah, that's pretty much the trailer. That is obviously again March 25th. You can pre-order it again, code rest assured if you want to. But yeah, super, super excited. Be sure to let me know what you guys think about this. I've heard literally nothing but positivity from this, which I'm super excited for. I'm really, really excited to dive further into this game. Literally, it's like everything I could have wanted. It's like a Borderlands 3 DLC, but like termed up by 100. Like you have the armor sets and stuff now. The game itself looks beautiful. Like, I'm literally so excited. I cannot wait for March 25th, and I hope you guys are excited as I am. But anyway, if you guys want to see more Wonderlands content, Borderlands content, Destiny content, again, be sure to stick around to this channel. I'm going to be posting as much as I can. I cannot wait for the beginning of the next year because we have Witch Queen and this coming out. It's going to be so much stuff to do, and I'm really excited. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.